Titans, Vikings. Who's going to take it this Sunday? I guess we got to find out on the Right Titans podcast.
Touchdown Titans!
Welcome to another episode of the Right Titans podcast. We are your hosts, J Maul,
Trigger Trey,
and we appreciate you tuning in. The Right Titans podcast. We are up to 191 subscribers. So make sure if you're watching for the first time, we appreciate all the love and support. Make sure you follow, comment, like, share, subscribe, tell someone about it. Because all we do is talk Titans, football, fantasy, and guess what? We got a mock draft that we're gonna show you today. So I hope you tuning in. But yeah, so before we go into that, we got the keys to the game against the Vikings. It's gonna be a tough one. We got some updates on injuries, and we're gonna have to find out if we can pull out the win. So what you think about this game, Trey?
Oh, I don't know. It might be one of those games for Justin Jefferson. Middle linebackers not too good in coverage over the middle, and that's where they love to play him. Like he's not really on outbreaking routes. Everything's over the middle. Get the ball, make something after the catch, and against our linebackers, I'm not ready for it. Hopefully, Denard been scribbling up some to toss out there, but I'm a little scared.
Well, I guess we're gonna have to see on Sunday. But before we get into that, how'd y'all's flag football game go? Not another L. Listen, we're making progress. We're gonna get that dub soon. We're gonna get that dub soon. I'm manifesting it. I believe in y'all.
Okay,
So
hopefully,
in case y'all don't know, Trey, he's got a flag football team. If you're tuning in for the first time, they play on Friday nights. What's y'all's team's name again?
I just show up and show out. That's it. That's all
Show
that
up.
matters. That's
Show
all that
up and
matters.
show
I
out.
just show up and show out. That's it.
That's the team name. Show up and show out. That's the team name. We're gonna call it that. Show up and show out. But they hadn't got a dub yet, but they're gonna get one. So I
We
believe
gonna
it.
get one.
So
We gonna get
we're gonna
one.
get
We
one.
got to.
But yeah, so getting up to our keys to the game, we got the Vikings. I know my video's messing up a little bit. Hopefully, that's working a little bit. So hopefully, chat, y'all can see that it's working. But yeah, we're gonna get into it. I guess I'll start. Keys to the game. We're just gonna jump right into it. Number one, um, they 7-2. Dang, this gonna be hard, man. This gonna be a hard game. What keys do we got? I mean, listen, we said it at the beginning of the year though. Vikings, we really didn't believe who they were.
I said they were fraudulent, but they might be proving me wrong. I still think
Maybe.
so, but
I think they won against the Jaguars 12-7 without even scoring a touchdown. So they got something cooking in Minnesota, the Skull Nation. I think that's what they call it. But
yeah.
I guess my keys to the game is one, stop them. Jay Jettis, Jordan Addison. I mean, do you really believe in Sam Darnold?
No, I don't. I don't believe in Sam Darnold at all.
Do you really believe in Sam Darnold?
He go throw us two, not one, two. He go throw us two. I'm calling it now.
I don't really. I mean, again, I was wrong about Justin Herbert though. So you saw the last video, I didn't think he was gonna run up and down the field on us, and sure enough, he did. So I could be very wrong. But again, uh yes, stop the receivers. We got some injuries as well. So we'll get into that. We got L'Jarius Sneed, he is out again. Leroy Watson, right tackle, he is out. Questionable, limited practice, Jarvis Brownlee and Roger McCreary. They had a limited practice on Friday. Game time decision probably. On the Minnesota Vikings side, they have Gabriel Murphy. He is out, linebacker for them. Everyone else looks like they full practice. They're good to go. They got Stephon Gilmore. He did not practice on Friday. Harrison Smith also did not practice on Friday. I expect them to be good to go. So you're playing a really healthy Minnesota Vikings team, but those are going to be the injuries that we have coming up on Sunday. But yeah, that's key number one is just stop the receiver, stop the passing game.
Yeah,
Key number two, run left.
run
That's
left,
been that's been our bread and butter so far. Run left.
run
I mean,
left.
again, I don't think the Trench King himself, JC Latham, has gotten enough credit because man, are you worried about the left side? I'm not.
Mm-mm. I'm not. I haven't even looked at JC Latham. You know what I'm saying? Like once
Not
they
it's
hike
almost
the ball,
non-existent.
I'm not looking at him no more. He got it. I'm good. Like usually you're just left side, right side, left side. I'm just looking at the right side of the line now. You know what I'm saying? As soon as the ball hike, right side of the line. What they doing? Oh man, get it out, Lip. Get it out, Will. Get it out, Will. That's all I'm screaming. So at least the pressure is not coming from both sides.
Exactly. I think last year we had a Dennis Daly at left tackle. We had I guess someone I forgot his name, came from
Um,
the Eagles, who started at left tackle.
mm-hmm,
Again, I can't even remember his name. It just wasn't eventful, and that was the past 2 years we had troubles with that. But now looking at that left side, we're not even. I'm not even looking at it. You got
mm-mm.
Big Skaronski. We got J.C. Latham on that. Now we are missing Lloyd Cushenberry. He is out for the season, as well as Diggs, and so that's going to be some really key losses for the year. But again, I like Brunskill. That's why you have Brunskill coming in
Yeah,
at center. You know, if he plays center, I'm not sure we elevated Levin as well, so he
we
may get
did.
some snaps. So he may play center or right guard. I think he normally plays center. So if Brunskill
Yeah.
goes to right guard and 11 goes to center or somewhere in that mix. But I feel comfortable with Brunskill at your center. That's perfectly fine. Right
Mm-hmm.
guard, I guess Radens, he's back, and so
Serviceable.
uh
You know what I'm saying?
serviceable. Yeah, serviceable. And then again, right tackle. Key thing to note is Nicholas Petit Frere will start at right tackle. What you think about that?
We lost. Simple as that. They're going to attack the right side, like you know what I'm saying. That's going to be their bread and butter. They're like top 3 in blitzes. So
Yeah.
especially if it's coming off of that right side, I don't know what to do.
Yeah, man. I think we were really hopeful, and we thought that Nicholas Petit Frere was going to hold down the right side,
Yeah,
but it's turned out to be the opposite. So, which kind of shocked me at the beginning of the year. So, again, do we go right tackle in the draft? Or do we
please don't.
go someone else? And hey, if you're watching, just stay tuned because we're going to do a mock draft for you right here on the Right Titans podcast. But before we get in that, so yeah, that's going to be the line situation. But key number three, because we got stop the receivers, run left. Key number three, get to Sam Darnold.
Yes.
You gotta get to him. Now, I didn't put a lot of respect on Justin Herbert's name, but Sam Darnold doesn't really scare me. He can throw the ball, and we've seen what
Yeah.
he can do. And I think he's got the right pieces around him. But we need to get pressure because that pressure was non-existent that last game against the Chargers. And I mean consistent pressure, hand in the face, getting closing the pocket up, making him get out the pocket. That's what we need from our defensive line. And I would like to see more blitzes. I think we didn't really blitz that much because we had
No.
some injuries. And so that kind of went into like a conservative mode to where it's like, dang, this is the old Titans. It was kind of like a bend but not break defense rather
Mm-hmm.
than a attack type defense. So, Denard, I want to see you draw up some more blitzes. And again, I'm playing to win. Again, we may end up with a first round pick, first draft pick in the draft. But hey, I'm trying to win each and every game. And so comment chat if you think that we're gonna win or we're gonna lose this game. Trey, what are your keys to the game?
I don't really have keys to the game. I just got players. But three people. Three people. First person, Will Levis, of course. Will Levis, he has to notice the blitz. Gotta check it down to our tight ends and our running backs. I feel like our tight ends and running backs are gonna have a good game receiving wise. It might not be Calvin Ridley, Nick Westbrook, Keena, but the tight ends on these little check downs, and you gotta make one miss, make two miss. Gotta get some yards out of the catch. If they're sending the blitz, especially to the right side, got to get the ball out fast. Got to toss it to Tajay or Tony or one of the tight ends, Nick Van Josh Wiley, Chig, One of them guys has to have a good game, especially yards after the catch. You got to make something out of nothing, pretty much. Second person, Jarvis Brownlee Jr. He has to. Hey, I know he's a rookie, fifth round, but
Got to step up.
you got one of the best this week. You got one of the best this week. I want to see Jarvis Brownlee follow Justin Jefferson around the whole field. Got to see Jarvis. And then third person has to go to Brian Callahan. So
Mm.
you know what they're sending. You know they're sending pressure. You got to coach Will and a Will. If you see this, throw towards the blitz. Like you gotta have hot routes. Gotta have check downs. You know what I'm saying? You got to make Will Levis feel comfortable, and especially at MPF at right tackle, you chip a tight end, then go out for a route on a check down. So Brian Callahan has to design something for Will Levis to feel comfortable and be able to do his job. So that's my three people that needs to have a good game.
I like that. And speaking of Brian Callahan, he's got to draw up some plays. He's got to don't be conservative on this game. Take some chances. Go down the field. Do something that we hadn't done before. Get us
Yeah.
excited of what to come for next season. I think that clipboard that I told everyone to get out a few weeks ago to start jotting down some notes and who you like to see next season, who may need to go. Right
Mm-hmm.
now, Calvin he's really coming along. Had a slow start. Now, if you get him involved again, he can contribute. He's a team player. He's a hard worker. Again, next season we're going to have to really give him some help. Tony Pollard, he surprised me this season. The left side of the offensive line, that's looking good. Again,
Yeah.
it's a huge, big question mark on Will Levis. And so you may be surprised on who I pick in the mock draft that we're about to do. Hint,
Okay.
hint. But
Okay.
we're gonna go ahead and see. So let me go ahead and see if I can go ahead and pull this up. So those are keys to the game. We're not gonna spend too much on the Vikings. It's just go out there, play ball. But since right now, if the season were to end, we do have the number 3 pick in the first round of the 2025 NFL draft. And so let me go ahead and pull that up for us. That way we can see exactly what we're going to pick. Give me 1 second here. Share my screen here. Uh, boom, boom. Hopefully y'all can see that chat. All right. So here we go. So I'm gonna let you go first since you the
Okay.
guru. You the guru when it comes to this. You the expert when it comes to mock drafts, what we should
Yeah.
do. It's just like you just know what to do where it's like, dang, we in a really good situation with this pick. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna let you start. And so we just go ahead and just start the draft pick, and then you just tell me what to do. All right, we got Jacksonville selecting Johnson, New York Giants selecting Milrow. All right, we have a trade offer.
No, no, get off the screen.
Oh,
I
so we
got
don't
it out.
even
I
we
got it
don't
out.
want to
Yeah,
entertain that. Okay.
yeah. Just get them all off the screen.
Oh, we just
Reject
want to get
all of them.
all
Yeah,
off.
just
Okay.
get all of them off the screen. All right.
Gotcha.
So
So what we
look.
doing?
So what we have? We got Travis Hunter, Cam Ward, Shadur. Scroll down a little bit for me.
All right.
We got T Mac, Mason. You know what I'm saying? We got some dogs still on the board. But what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna trade back. I'm gonna trade back.
Okay.
And the reason why we're trading back is so we can trade back up in the second round to get a
Hmm.
player. But so who should we trade back is the question. Trade. Who should we trade back? Look at the Rams. I mean, not the Rams, the Raiders. Do they
The
have a
Raiders.
quarterback?
Okay.
No. They have
They
pick
don't.
5. And who's still on the board? Cam Ward, Shadur.
Yeah.
So they get our third round pick. We'll take their fifth. I mean, our first round pick, swap first.
Okay.
And then after we swap our first, you know what I'm saying? They got to give us something. So they'll give us their second, and their third,
We got a first, second, and third. I like
and the
that.
third.
Okay.
Because you got to think about it. They're going for their franchise quarterback right now.
True.
And who knows? The Giants might not take Jalen Milrow. They might take Shadur Cam Ward. So you know what I'm saying. You got to play with that a little bit. So we're going to give them our first round pick, and then one of our fourth round picks, probably the 104, because you know what I'm saying. So that's
To
acceptable.
make
That's acceptable.
all right.
So we're going to trade
So we
all
trade
back.
back.
Uh-huh. And you know who I'm going with. Ooh.
Uh-oh. Oh, wait a minute. Now
Ooh.
we got
Hold.
two trade offers on the board that just popped up.
Okay, let's pick at them
A
real quick. Let's pick at them.
2026.
Let's pick at them real quick. No, we need to rebuild now. So
We need to
no,
rebuild now. Okay.
we don't want any pick seven. That's far, and
It
some
is
late
far.
round picks. That's far. I want some blue chips. So get that off the screen as well.
All right.
But you see who's there. Travis
I
Hunter
mean,
might
I see
not
a
be
lot of
there.
people who's there.
You know, Travis Hunter. I feel like he's probably going to
I
get
don't think,
picked up by the Jags. I feel like the
yeah,
Jags
I
have
don't
the
think
first
he's gonna be
overall,
there.
so he's not going to be there. So act like he's not there. But we
Okay.
got T Mac, Abdul Carter, Kelvin Banks. I'm going with T Mac. I'm
T Mac.
going with T Mac. And so it all plays out. But in our next mock draft, y'all saw how we traded back. We
Yeah.
might try to trade back up into the first round pick
Mm.
and get one of those edge rushers.
They graded you at
Check.
an A on that.
Uh-huh. But I
So
feel like
tell me about T Mac. So tell me about him. Like, what do you see as a player? What do you see him bringing to the Titans if we were to draft him?
not only is he 6'5", he's 6'5". He can stretch the field. That's a perfect person to go with Calvin Ridley. You don't know who's going deep. Calvin Ridley and T Mac on crosser routes, like one's on the street, one's on the deep post in like a cover three situation. Like
Right.
you know, Will wants to throw the ball. Give him a 6'5" receiver, and then he's building chemistry with Calvin Ridley. And so, yes, I'm going into next season with Will Levis as our quarterback. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of flashes. We'll see what the rest of this season has for us. And if Will Levis has another bad season, you know who I want. Give me Archie. That's that's who
Archie.
we're going with. That's who we're going. I've been saying that since the first episode of our podcast. But I want Archie. So if we're playing bad next season, at least Archie will have two dogs to throw it to. Still have Tajay, still have Tony. You know what I'm saying? Later on in the draft, we could probably get an offensive tackle, someone better than NPF and whoever else they've been putting out there, but maybe. But yeah, that's why I want T Mac.
I love it. I love it. Okay. And so I think we got some comments as well in the chat. Let's see here. Dylan, appreciate you joining in. Got a question. You're gonna be sitting in front of me again.
Oh yeah. For sure, for sure.
But yeah, and so yeah, appreciate you tuning in with us, Dylan. But but yeah, man. Here we go. Here's my draft pick. So hear me out on this one because I'm gonna go a little bit different with this one.
Okay.
I think at the end of the season, you know what? I'm just gonna start it first. Let's just
Okay,
start.
let's just start it. Okay.
Let's just start it up first. Let's just see who's there. So I'm gonna go off of who's gonna be there. So Travis Hunter, Shadur Sanders. That's who I think
That's
is.
that's
I
pretty that's
think
pretty realistic. Yeah.
I think that's what's gonna happen. And so I'm just gonna reject all these trade offers. I don't think we're gonna trade. I think we're gonna keep our third round pick. So this is not what I think we're gonna do, but I think this is what I would do.
Okay.
I think the Titans are gonna be done with Will Levis. Maybe not done, but I think they're gonna bench him. And I think there's gonna be like, hey, listen, we need you to have some competition. Because I
Yeah.
think you thrive. You're a competitor. Right now, Mason Rudolph, you're not competing against him. He is your backup and you are the
Mm-hmm.
starter. But what if we bring some competition in here to see who gets number one spot, number one QB?
Mm-hmm.
And look who's on the board. Cam Ward on the
Okay.
board. Now I love T
Okay.
Mac because I love T Mac and the Calvin Ridley combo. That is ideal. Cam Ward is on there. It's Cam Ward time in Tennessee, Dylan says. But guess what? I ain't going Cam Ward.
Ooh.
We're going Jalen Milrow.
Jalen?
We're
Jalen?
going Jalen Milrow. Okay.
Ooh.
Hear me out. Hear me out. Look,
Ooh.
who do you fear when it comes to the NFL teams? You feel running
Ooh.
quarterbacks. In particular, who do you
Mm-hmm.
really fear? The Baltimore Ravens. Who do they got? A Lamar Jackson.
We got to trade down if you want Milrow. That's valid.
I think you will trade down, but again, we've seen some crazy things happen. We've seen the Falcons draft
Michael
court
Penix. That was
Michael
yeah. That
Penix
was that
in
was
the first round.
crazy.
We've seen that. We've seen different things happen, crazy things. We can trade down, which I think that we probably will if we weren't to give Jalen Milrow. The reason why I didn't trade down is because you have the Cleveland Browns right here. Let me go all the way back, all the way back, all the way back. Here we go. Cleveland Browns right here. If Shadur Sanders is gone, I think they would get Cam Ward. Here, when you look at the Patriots and the Saints, I think someone's going to trade up. Someone's going
Mm-hmm.
to trade up, and if they see Jalen Milrow at QB, the fact that he brings that mobility, the fact that he
Mm-hmm.
can run, and I mean, if you've seen him play, the deep ball accuracy is there, and they
Yeah.
just really work with him and get some pieces around him. That is a dangerous
Mm-hmm.
offense. That's a
Yeah.
really dangerous offense. Again, I don't think we'll go like that, but this is what I would do
Yeah.
because again, that's Bama bread right there.
Yeah.
And and then we got some other comments as well. Hold on, get this one. Paul, we out of Tennessee. If he trades back the first draft pick, you must take number 2 or number 12 from the Buffaloes. What you think about that?
I don't think like let Rand cook. I guess he meant to put Rand Carthon, but let
Oh,
Rand
okay, yeah,
cook.
yeah.
If you saw my draft, I want to trade back, get T Mac, give Will another year. A lot of people don't want to do that. A lot of people, because I'm thinking about trying to get as many blue chip players as possible before you go then get your franchise quarterback. Because what did the Texans do? Will Anderson, you know what I'm saying? They bought all these different pieces in, and then they drafted their quarterback. What did the Bears do? They got all their pieces together, then drafted the quarterback. Why not us?
Yeah, I think, and so I'm doing my mock draft as if we didn't trade as well. So I
Okay.
mean, if and again, if Shadur Sanders and Travis Hunter, if they're gone, which I do think they will go number 1 and number 2 from what I've seen.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, you're looking at a number 3, and Cam Ward is up there on the board. I like Cam Ward, but I need something explosive,
Mm-hmm.
something unpredictable, something to where it's like, oh, okay, wait a minute.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are gonna be upset about that. And a lot of people are gonna be like scratching their head. But again, people were scratching their head about Lamar Jackson. People were
Yeah.
scratching their head about Jalen Hurts. They're
Mm-hmm.
scratching their head trying to figure out, like, I don't know about this. And I mean, you see them where they are now and what they're doing with their teams. You get someone who's mobile as Jalen Milrow, who can really throw the ball down the field, put him some weapons
Mm-hmm.
there. That's dangerous. And
Yeah.
so that's gonna be my pick. Um, as if we did not trade. The next one I made trade on this one, but Trey, I'm gonna let you go again. We're gonna restart it one more time. We're gonna pick Titans, of course. Boom. You wanna do 1 round or 2 rounds on this one?
Uh, give me two. Give me two.
Give you two? Okay, we're gonna do
Give
two
me
on this
two. Go
one. All right,
ahead
here
and
we go.
enter.
So as if the draft, I mean, if the NFL season were to end today, we would have the number 3 pick and the number 37 pick, and so we're gonna start this as well.
Okay, are we sticking and picking? What we doing?
You can do whatever you want on this one. This is just free range. You can go
Okay,
crazy.
okay,
You can,
okay,
get what you want.
okay. Exit out of that. We don't want to even look at their trades. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? But I think I'm gonna do the same thing as I've done before. But then I'm gonna show y'all why I'm doing this. Okay, so
Okay. You're gonna do the
let's
same
trade
thing. So
back.
we're gonna do
Yeah, let's
trade
trade back
back.
to the Raiders.
And I like this comment as well by Dylan. He's saying I'm going to
Yeah.
sell number 3 for a haul. I mean, if we number
Hmm.
3 pick, I mean, yeah, you sell it for a haul. You can
Yeah.
get first round, second round, possibly a fourth round as well, just for that number 3 pick. You can get a
Hmm.
haul for that, and probably some future picks as well. So,
Especially if it's a quarterback on the board. Yes.
oh, easily, easily. Franchise quarterback. You see one that you want, you go get him no matter what. I mean, we've seen it with Bryce Young. Now,
Hmm.
again, I don't think Carolina has really given up on that, but I mean, we've seen it. We've seen just an overhaul of draft picks just to get Bryce Young. And so, all right, so we trading back.
Yeah,
Okay.
to the Raiders. Go ahead and hit that drop down. Scroll. Yep.
All right,
Their first,
Raiders.
second,
Boom.
third. Their
First,
first,
second,
second, third
third.
for our first and our fourth.
Okay, so we're gonna keep it the same. Same fourth round.
Same fourth.
Okay, so we
Go ahead
trade
and make
back.
that trade. Trade back. Still picking up T Mac because that's what I want. Nah, we're sticking and picking right here. We're sticking
All
and
right.
picking. We're
And I
sticking
also
and
want
picking.
you to look. I also want you to look at this as well. And so it has it as Jalen Milroe going to the Las Vegas Raiders. So it
Mm-hmm.
looks like if we trade back, with the Raiders, Jalen Milroe is going before Cam Moore. So I don't think it's a bad pick if you go Jalen Milroe. I'm just
Yeah.
saying
Because
for those
technically,
watching, you know.
both of them need quarterbacks. The Raiders and Cleveland. But if the Raiders are like, "Ooh, I want Jalen Milroy," I'm afraid Cleveland's going to take him. Or if they're, "Ooh, I want Cam Ward," I'm afraid Cleveland go take him. They trade up to get that,
I
especially if
wouldn't be
they.
such yeah,
Yeah, so that's why I traded back. So we're going ahead and draft T Mac. But once you
T-Mac.
draft him, be ready to click that pause button at the top of the screen. Now, go
Uh-oh.
ahead and click
Okay.
it. Go ahead and click. Go ahead and click
Oh,
it.
we're pausing. Oh,
Click
wait a
it.
minute.
Click it. There we
Pause.
go. Okay.
It's not too late, is it?
I don't think so. I don't think so. Because
Okay.
we
Okay.
gotta wait a
Okay.
little bit. And you see where it says edge in the middle of the screen? Let's click edge. Let's see what edge rush on. Left.
Oh, my bad. Okay. I'm new
Yeah,
to this
that
chat.
edge. Y'all see who's right there?
Mm. Still on the board?
Still on the board. You know, you still got Abdul Anderson. I think that's his name, Abdul Anderson. But he's not. He already went. Dude from the Vols,
Pierce, James Pierce.
James Pierce Jr. He already went. But at some point, we got to go get an edge rusher, and so we're going to trade with the 49ers. And I'm trying to go get me a blue chip player. I'm trying to get me pieces. So that's why we trade back to trade back up. So that's
Okay.
what we're doing. So we're trading back. We want that 18th pick.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure, but let's try a second and a third, maybe.
Second,
I'm not sure. Maybe.
third. It's just not
Ooh.
enough.
Let's try to toss in like a fifth, a late fifth,
A late fifth.
a late fifth, maybe.
It's just
Ooh.
enough.
Oh, it's just up.
So we
Am I
trade making
man?
that
Hard
trade.
let's trade back. Yeah, let's make that trade. Let's make that trade.
Okay.
Now give me Michael Williams because we need edge help desperately.
Right there. Boom.
Yep. And now we just chill out if we're in. We just chill out. We'll
We
wait till
just
our
chill.
next second round pick.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
Pierce will be
James
top
Pierce,
15
top
as
15.
well. That's
Yeah,
oh
yeah.
easy.
And
Yeah,
then right
easy.
here, we're sticking and picking.
All right,
We're sticking
sticking
and
and
picking.
picking.
So get this off the screen. And in my last mock draft that I did, we're going to press offensive tackle, and Emory Jones should be there. Oh, he's not. But Wyatt
Ooh,
Mullen, Milam,
he's there
Wyatt,
though.
Wyatt,
And
yeah, Wyatt. So
yeah,
we're going to
you
go
know
ahead
West
and pick.
Virginia, they produce offensive tackles like
Yeah,
it's a well-oiled machine.
yeah.
So we're
In
going
my past
Wyatt.
mock draft, he's been gone. And so I've been sticking with Emory Jones. But Wyatt, I'm not mad. That's what our top three players should look like.
I love it.
That's
So you
literally
got wide
my
receiver.
got edge. And
Go ahead.
you
He may need to be his assistant, Rand Carthon's assistant.
come on now. Come on now. And so if you press save, it'll take you to a screen where you can see the trades. Uh-huh. So basically, we trade down to trade back up into the first, get two blue chip players and T Mac and Michael, hopefully. Two, you know what I'm saying, instant starters. Give Will
Right.
Levis another shot. If it doesn't work, the next year's quarterback class is technically better than this year's quarterback class. So,
I love that. I like that. I mean, you got T Mac. I mean, he's just balling right now. I think the first game that I watched, like actually watched him play, he had like 4 or 5 touchdowns and over
yeah.
about two. Yeah, he was. There was just they couldn't stop him. It's crazy. Michael Williams coming off that edge. We need some consistent edge rushers. I don't know if we're gonna, who's gonna be there for next season. Yeah, we need a wide
Mhm.
receiver, something serious. Yeah, exactly. I mean, we lost D Hop, so
See,
pre again, Dylan. Hey, he approves of
hey,
this right here. He
put me
put
at put me at
put you
GM.
in the booth. Put you
Put
in the
me at
booth
GM.
somewhere.
Come on now.
So I like these picks for sure. And then again, offensive tackle, second round pick. That's exactly where I would go with the offensive tackle. I don't see any offensive tackles that we
Mm-mm.
would, get in the first round. I think last year
Yeah,
it was definitely offensive tackle heavy. You had to go
yeah,
offensive tackle. Again, not a really pretty pick, but much needed. And it's starting to pay off because I think we got a
yeah,
future left tackle, Pro Bowler, Hall of Famer in JC Latham
yeah,
if he continues to improve and if we can go ahead and give him some help on that offensive line to actually get him recognized as well.
yeah. And
But
also
yeah,
shout out Wes Wisely. He came out on Facebook. He made a little post that was saying all of these tackles are like technically guards at the next level. So he doesn't think many tackles are going in the first round either.
yeah,
So why Milam? Come on, we got OLJ. What Ron Slay like to call him? Offensive line Jesus.
offensive line. Yep, exactly. There you go.
Offensive
Go
line
ahead.
Jesus. So hopefully he can teach Wyatt a little something. Second round pick. Hey,
Yeah, and I
that's
do
my
think that we need to really search the free agency for real, see if we can get some type of offensive guard or tackle as well. That way, we don't have to
mm-hmm.
really spend our picks in the draft. But I'm liking this one. Honestly, I don't want to touch it. I don't even want to go after you after seeing this. So I'm not even. This not my thing for real. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Again, once we get closer to the end of the season, we'll probably do another one. That way, we can kind of get a real accurate expectation of where we're going to pick. But I
Mm-hmm.
mean, look, you got a future number one wide receiver in T Mac. You got a future just dominant edge rusher, and then you got I mean,
Mm-hmm.
all three of them. These are starters,
Yeah,
100% sure. And I think
yeah.
that's gonna how it's played out. I think it's really gonna come down to like I said before, Travis Hunter and Shadur Sanders. I mean, you may can go Cam Ward before Shadur Sanders, because if you want to, be more so conservative and not so like
Yeah.
flashy, I can see
Mm-hmm.
that. But I really do think this is how it's going to go. And then there you go. Jalen Milrow went to the Raiders. I think Jalen Milrow is really slept on in this draft. And so I'm just going to stick
Mm-hmm.
with getting him. I think it's a possibility that we can trade back, but do you really want to just risk that?
Yeah. You don't because Raiders and the Browns both need quarterbacks. As you see in
I'm
the mock
okay.
draft.
Yeah,
Four,
I'm
three
okay with trading
quarterbacks
back.
with yeah, 3 quarterbacks went in the first 4. So this is low key the draft to get your edge, get your wide receiver, maybe get a tackle second round,
Yeah.
and worry about quarterback next year. This might be one of those drafts where, you know what I'm saying, you can get the value in that 3 pick. And who says we're not 1? Who says we're not 2? If we're 2, we probably might be able to toss first, second, third, and next year's third or something like that. You know what I'm
You
saying?
may. And again, when
So
it comes to those franchise quarterbacks, you can't hey, we'll pay you for a
yeah,
franchise quarterback. You've seen
like
it, and we saw it last year. We saw it in CJ Stroud, or 2
mm-hmm,
years ago rather. We saw it in CJ Stroud where hey, we got a franchise quarterback, now look where they are. It's just different when you got that quarterback who can take you to the promised land.
yeah,
So, but yeah, so that's our little, mock draft for this time. But yeah, we're gonna focus on this game. We're gonna focus on winning. Now we end up being, number one, number two, three pick. So be it. But
yeah.
again, we like to win. Our players like to win. So we're gonna watch the game. We're gonna see exactly where we can improve on, and we're gonna see if we can try to get this dub because ultimately we're gonna try to win. But again, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share with someone. Titans fans, we may do some fantasy football here. I know the playoffs are approaching. Trey, I think I got you this week as well.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for you right now, Jamal. I'm sorry. It's not.
Listen, we
Let's look at your percent chance to win this week.
all right. Let's take a
Let's
look
take a
at it.
gander.
Let's take a
Let's
look
take
at
a
it.
gander. So
Let's
they
take a look
got
at
you
it.
at 38%.
Listen. We're gonna go watch some film. We're gonna see exactly what we need to improve on, and we're gonna
Mm-hmm.
come out and yeah, we're gonna put it where it needs to be.
Okay.
I'm just gonna say it
Also,
like that.
chat. I'm 10-0. I'm 10-0. I'm
I mean,
10-0. So if
don't
y'all
worry.
got questions in chat, ask me, not him. Ask
Hey,
me.
listen, hey, don't sleep on me. I'm in third place now. I'm still in the third or fourth place. I'm still in there. Don't sleep on me. Again, I wasn't there. It was auto draft, so I wasn't able to make the draft. So the computer
Mm-hmm.
picked my team. So, but hey, it ain't about who you got. Initially, can you make those trades? Can you pick up people off the free agency? And I was able to do that, and we got a squad, and so we're gonna go ahead and win this thing. And so yeah, we'll let them know who gonna win. Next video, you
Okay.
gonna know who
Okay.
gonna win for real. So,
Okay. Okay.
but yeah, any last thoughts, Trey, before we get out of here?
Take the Justin Jefferson over. That's that's the last thought. That's the last thought. Take the Justin Jefferson over. You might get 100 this game. Um, I would like to
So
win. We have. Oh my! I don't want to talk about her fantasy. It's rough. It's rough.
dang,
But
you ain't
like
gonna help your
she
mama out.
has the same players I have, but because I did her draft, she has the same players I have, but I don't know. I don't know what to tell you.
It's all right, mama. You got it. Hey, it's still some time to make the playoffs, but yeah, that's it. We appreciate y'all tuning in to the Right Titans podcast. Again, my name is Jay Mall,
Trick or Trey.
and we out. Peace.
I knew this would happen someday. You can ask my day one day. Cloudy days turn to sun rays. Only way to way up way. Know my way, know my feng shui. I get to it fast, I got you mad.